If you grew up in a small town, you learn pretty quick that the whole place has one heartbeat. It might sound like the marching band tuning up, or the metal bleachers groaning under 3 generations of the same family, or some neighbor yelling your name like you've never left. Tonight, yeah, you can feel it. The lights, the cold, the whole town squeezed into one place. Blankets, thermoses, hand warmers, the same old jokes getting told like they're brand new. You could rob the bank tonight, and you'd get a 5-minute head start before anyone noticed. Everyone knows that joke. Every town like ours has that joke. But this isn't really about football. Football is just the excuse. It's always been the excuse. It's about the town, remembering itself. I think about homecoming, floats pulled by tractors, hay bales tied down with twine, crepe paper hanging on for dear life, moms passing out candy from plastic pumpkins, kids waving like they're in the Macy's parade, even though half of them can barely stand on the back of a borrowed flatbed. Old men in folding chairs who've been sitting in the exact same spot since the 70s. Veterans who stand tall when the band plays, even when their back stones. And look, if you're from around here, you know exactly who we're playing tonight. Woodland. When I was a kid, I swear I thought Woodland kids were my sworn enemies. I don't even know why. Someone told me that's just how it was. So I believed it. Funny thing is, some of the best friends I ever made were kids from Woodland. Kids I swore I hated until I actually talked to them. That's the truth no one wants to admit. Small towns might fight on Friday nights, but outside the lines, we're all the same kind of people, trying to raise the same kind of kids in the same kind of place. I think about the yearbooks in the library, the black and white photos, the faces that became parents, that became grandparents, that still came back for nights like this. Different teams, different decades, but the same feeling. When I was a kid, I wasn't on the field. I wasn't in the parade. I was just some skinny kid pressed against the fence, hands shoved to my sleeves, pretending I wasn't freezing. But those lights, they didn't just shine, they glowed. Like the whole town was handing you a little hope without saying a word. My parents had their stories. Their parents had theirs. Games that felt bigger than they should have been. Floats that fell apart halfway down Main Street. Harvests that brought the town together. Veterans marching in the cold because that's what they always done. And if you talk to the oldest folks, the ones who've watched more winters than you can count, they'll tell you something. That on certain nights, when the air is cold enough, the field lights don't just shine, they warm. Not magic, not a miracle, just a feeling. The kind of light that lives in your chest long after the game ends. It isn't just Maroa. It isn't just Woodland. It's every small place where people grow up and grow old and still come back because some part of them never left. And winter has a way of teaching you things you don't learn anywhere else. That the small things, the little moments you repeat, matter more than you realize. A light, a ritual, a story passed down, a kid deciding to try again tomorrow. So tonight, standing here in the cold, with both towns under the same old lights, I'm not just watching a game. I'm watching the people who raised me, and the people who'd come after. And that felt like home.